I made it here to this last town before the Nicaraguan border, to the DHL shop to send my drone, because you're not allowed to take it into Nicaragua. The problem is it's actually holidays and the DHL shop is not open until Monday. Today is Thursday. So I should have to wait for 3 days just to send the drone. But I was lucky again. So this guy here, say hello. He and his colleague, they were helping me out. So they are in the same building with the DHL shop, and they were calling the guy that runs the DHL shop about the cost and about everything. And now they are going. They took my drone, they took my money. I trust them, and the DHL guy will call me or will text me on Monday where and how to send it. Yeah. I hope that's gonna work. We'll see. But I made my target for today. That's great. You see me riding direction north. Yeah, about this later. Spent the past 2 days in the beautiful city of Granada in Nicaragua. Really nice place. Planned to stay here for one night. I think I need to explain why I stay longer, much longer than I expected to stay in Nicaragua at all. I crossed the border from Honduras to Nicaragua on Friday. Friday and Thursday were holidays in Honduras, and then there came the weekend. It's Sunday today. It's not allowed to bring drones into Nicaragua. It's forbidden by law, no drones. I knew that, and before I went to Nicaragua, I visited a DHL shop in Honduras, and I was asking them, so is it my full drone suitcase with all the accessories in there, or just the drone? And what I was understanding, they said, no, just the drone. We need to keep it as small and light as possible. So a small package with maximum 500 gram costs already $75 to ship it to Costa Rica from Honduras. So I didn't think anything at all. They would know. So we took that small drone out of the box, out of my drone suitcase, left everything else in there, and I gave them $80 for their efforts, a little bit more. They gave me a lot of contact data, their own, the one of the DHL shop guide. We made a photo together, so to have some proof and to know everything. So that worked out very well. I slept one night in that town, and in the morning of Friday I went to the Nicaraguan border. Surprisingly, all that immigration stuff went pretty well. Good Honduran side anyway, and on the Nicaraguan side surprisingly good as well. So then it came to import my motorcycle temporarily, like in every country necessary. And the process started, and there were one lady, one guy going out with me to the motorbike, asked me to open this and that box, and asked me about drones. And very proud, because of knowing what's going on, I presented my empty drone suitcase with only the accessories in there, the drone on the way with DHL. And immediately the mood changed. They took that suitcase, went inside with me and filled out some forms and stuff, and they speak only Spanish. Fortunately, there was one guy from a tourist office that obviously handles issues at the border for tourists. He spoke very good English, and he explained me that it's not allowed to take drone accessories into the country as well. It's not only about the drone. I was surprised, and so we were doing a conversation for hours. I don't know how many. Altogether, I was spending 7 hours at that border. It was a pain in the ass, I can tell you. So it started, if you want to take that suitcase through the country, you need the original receipt of DHL. Told them, okay, I don't have that because there was a holiday. Yeah, no solution for that. They need the original receipt of DHL. So we ended up with an agreement that I'm going to stay, what I did now, for 3 days in this country to wait until DHL shop really opens. Look, another police control. This is the police state, by the way. Let's see if we get taken out as well. It doesn't look like. So the agreement was, I'm going to organize that receipt from the DHL shop. They will send it to me by email anyway. I will show up at the border again with that receipt, and then they hand me out the suitcase and I can go and receive my drone in Costa Rica. Okay, so we agreed so far to that. What happened then was they were filling out a form with all the accessories that were in that drone suitcase. I had to wait like an hour for that. And then we needed to go to customs, another office like half a kilometer to walk. And a very unmotivated young lady was walking with me there in a speed that I could have gone there 3 times. And then they filled out another form with all the accessories, counting everything what was in that suitcase. And I needed to subscribe that. Before I was translating that with Google Translate photo, I told them, well, yeah, it was not a big deal. I'm coming back on Monday anyway to pick up that suitcase again. And they said, no, you're not coming here to take that suitcase because you're not bringing that suitcase into the country until you have an allowance of the Ministry of Air, Freight, whatever. So I was confused because they said this and they said that. I was going back to that boss of the immigration. He said, no problem what the girls say, we will make that work. So long story short, my situation now is this. I have 3 different opinions. Opinion number 1 is the ladies from customs says there's no way that I take this suitcase through the country. Opinion number 2 is the boss from immigration that says, come here on Monday, you will receive your suitcase when you present the receipt. The only thing that can happen is that we need the original receipt, which means to me I need to go back to Honduras, do the immigration there again, go to the shop there and take the receipt. And opinion number 3 is the guy from the tourist office that said, yeah, just come here with a copy that they send you online and we will give you the suitcase. So it's a very unclear situation. I have no idea if I really get my suitcase on Monday when I'm getting there. I had to spend now 2 nights in Granada where I wanted to spend only 1 night. I have to spend another night now in a small town that is kind of close to the border. It's 100 kilometers away. Everything behind that border, between the border and the first city is no man's land. There's nothing. It's really like jungle with volcanoes and nothing there. Small villages with really very simple houses. No hotels, nothing. So I will spend this 1 night in that hotel. And then tomorrow morning I will wait that these guys from the DHL shop will finish the shipment procedure and send me that receipt. Then I need this receipt to be printed out in that hotel. And then I'm going the 100 kilometers to the border, stop my bike on the Nicaraguan side. Hopefully nobody steals something. And we'll walk in there and try to release my suitcase. Okay, sorry for that long story, but it was necessary. I will give you more information tomorrow. Okay, another day in beautiful Nicaragua. I slept in the closest town to that border crossing that has a hotel and a printer. That bill now printed out in the hotel is now in my pocket together with a confiscation bill of my drone accessories, and I'm heading to the border now and hopefully release my drone suitcase with the accessories. I must tell you, I'm absolutely not confident that this is going to happen. They're going to cause a lot of other problems for sure, but yeah, what can I do? We'll see what's going to happen. Unbelievable as that sounds, but I got my drone accessories and the suitcase for that back. Yeah, it's all in my cases now, and I'm very released. The drone is already shipped direction Costa Rica. I have my stuff back, and I have another. So to cross the whole country, it's 384 kilometers. Google Maps says 6 hours 26 minutes. I hope I can make it today to cross the border on the other side. We'll see.